World, my name is Ashley Collins. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Breakup Diaries. Oh, I bet you that this is going to be the thumbnail. I bet you. Like, look through my videos, look at the thumbnails. It's always me doing this. And it makes me feel so boring. Like, I gotta switch it up sometimes. Maybe I'll make a thumbnail for this video. I probably won't, though. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for viewing and for being present. I am so honored to be sharing this planet with you right now. And I really hope you know that I mean that, right? So I want to share the story of my very first one-night stand. I don't know why I said my first, because now it's implying that I've done it more than once. Anyway, he was hot. Oh my god. He was tan. He had these beautiful like green hazel eyes. I don't know why I'm describing him, because now you're probably gonna research him. He had like this beautiful auburn like brunette hair, and he had a lip piercing. I remember that because I had never kissed someone who had a lip piercing before, and I was like, oh my god, I really want to make out with him. Oh my god, we barely even talked. He was a member in a band, and he traveled all over around the country, and I thought that was so hot. And then we had sex, and it was great. It was like fireworks and fucking trumpets and shit, and then I didn't hear back from him the next day. And that was my first time in that situation, knowing that, oh my god, you can actually have sex with someone and they'll never talk to you ever again. And I still have a problem with that now, because for me, my love language is words of affirmation. I need those affectionate words, those random text messages saying, hey, I'm just thinking about you. Hey, I just want to roll over and tell you that I love you. And for me, I'm looking for emotional connection and less physical connection. And I think that in this new age of, it's a new sexual revolution, we're exploring, and I think that's beautiful, and I think that's great, but I think with one-night stands, they can tend to get very dangerous, because for some people, they use sex as a trap. Not necessarily like a bad trap, like a bad trap, but more along the lines of, we're gonna have sex, and then he's gonna fall in love with me, and then we're gonna have kids, and then we're gonna buy a house, and then we're gonna have pets, and then we're gonna die happy together. And sometimes those love stories happen, like those fantastical movie love stories happen. But we have to acknowledge the fact that, are you doing this? Are you giving away your power? Because sex is power, sex is vulnerability. Are you giving this away so willingly because you think that he's going to like you even more, or her even is going to like you even more? I need to get better at talking to both genders, or all genders, whatever. I'm gonna use whatever word I want to use right now. Okay, so I was watching Matthew Hussey, and he said something that was brilliant. If you don't know who he is a relationship expert, author, genius, and he said something that really hit home for me. 5 + 5 always equals 10. So what does that mean? So first off, when you're having a one-night stand, you need to communicate. What is this? Are we just having sex this one time? Are we going to do this more than once? Like, you need to communicate that. So when someone says when someone says something the first time, believe them. If he or she says, I just want to, I need a stress reliever, I need to have sex, I need to forget about everything, and then the next day I don't want to do it, believe them. 5 + 5 equals 10. If someone says that I'm not looking for a serious relationship, that doesn't mean that, oh, you know what, I'm going to keep pursuing this more and more and more and more, and hopefully, they'll grow to like me. No, 5 + 5 always equals 10. Does that make sense? Okay. Next thing for the one-night stand, the next day is always so awkward. Should we cuddle? Should we kiss? And I think that for me, the past ones that I've had, there's always cuddling. There's always cuddling because you guys have shared something that is so precious. Sex is something that's very precious, and now it's now I need that comfort, that person that's next to me. So there's always cuddling, there's always kissing, and then the next day you're wondering if they're going to text you. So maybe you should be the person to text them first. Okay, maybe you should be the first one. Don't play games with it. And if they don't message you back, 5 + 5 equals 10. They're telling you what they wanted. They're showing you what they wanted, so you should believe them. And I think that don't rush into something because you are so desperate and you are so lonely. And I don't mean to say that in a condescending way, but we do tend to use sex as a trap, and we do use sex as a way of escaping our minds. But you know the sad thing about sex is, the sad part about sex is that it ends. It always ends, and you have to be confronted with the other person. You have to be confronted with yourself on what you've just done. And I'm not saying that, like, don't do one night stands. You know, do your thing. You know, wrap it up, be safe. You know, go explore and have fun while we were still young, while we were still alive, while we were still blossoming. You know, go explore, but also realize the fact that what does the other person want? If you are not ready to deal with the feeling the next day of what you've done, then don't do it. I'm a huge believer in, don't do something that you are going to regret the next day, and the next, and the next, and the next. And then now, next thing you know, you have this resentment towards men or towards women because it's your fault. You are the one who gave away your power. Your power, your sexuality is yours. And you are the one who gave it away. So you need to hold yourself accountable, not the other person. Okay? Great. Will I do one night stand in the future? God, no. God, no. I mean, unless, like, Chris Evans, like, messaged me. He's like, hey, this is me one night thing. I'd be like, fuck yeah, but you gotta wear the uniform. You gotta wear the Captain America uniform while we're having sex. Like, we always have to be mindful not to, like, you know, make people a fantasy when we're becoming intimate with them. Because, like, as you can see, like, I'm in love with Captain America. I'm not in love with Chris Evans. I mean, I am a little bit of both. But anyway, people are not toys. People are not Barbie dolls. You cannot play with them. You cannot play with people's emotions. You cannot play with people's minds. Okay? What do you want? Like I said, would I do it again? God, no, because I get way too emotionally attached. Which I don't think is a huge problem, because I love very hard. I love very hard. I throw everything into what I do. And knowing myself in the past, I cannot invest more time getting over someone who didn't want me in the first place. You know, as I've done this journey, I've realized I am so much more than sex. I am so much more than my body. And I love that. And I love exploring that and living that through my vlog. So, yeah, do you communicate what do you want? 5 plus 5 always equals 10. Believe them the first time when they say it. And can we also stop, and I really need to make this comment, can we stop with the whole, oh, he liked my photo, he looked at my story, he commented on my photo. Like, you're not dealing with a man, you're dealing with a child. Okay? If he can't communicate with you via text or phone call, but he's communicating with you via social media, that's not a real thing. Okay? Cool. Take my advice or not, whatever. I'm gonna go eat. Yay, I'm eating again, guys. Fun fact, I hadn't had a healthy eating pattern for like a week, and then I got really, really sick. And I'm back on it now. So I'm eating again, and I'm also losing weight at the same time, so I'm really proud of myself, and I'm stalling. I don't know why. Follow me on my Instagram. I haven't been doing that a lot lately. The Aunt of Dragons, or you can add me on Facebook, Ashley Collins. I haven't really been active on Facebook as much lately, because I'm trying to throw all my eggs in one basket, but like you can still add me. Add me on Twitter. My Twitter is lighting up, y'all. It's always a fun time on my Twitter. It is the Aunt of Dragon. And then yeah, I'm stalling. I'm gonna let you go now. Okay, bye.